mistake number 1 is using the wrong DJ app. So if you type in DJ to the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store, you'll get a whole bunch of apps that are absolutely horrible. Most of these apps you can't even DJ or get the feel of real DJing or learn how to DJ. So it could be really discouraging if you start DJing with one of these apps. Like this one right here, Party Mix 3D, it's more of a game and you really can't DJ with it. So there are 3 apps, only 3 apps that I would recommend if you want to take DJing with the iPad even semi-seriously. And I'm going to do it in order from best to worst, in my personal opinion. So number 1 would be DJ Pro AI. This is by far the best app for DJing on the iPad, and they do updates all the time. They keep it really up to date. Actually, it says there's a new update available now, so I'm going to check that out after. But this app has everything you need and more to DJ professionally, whether you just plan on DJing at home in your basement or if you plan on doing weddings and being a professional DJ. This app is the go-to app if you're DJing on the iPad. And the other 2 apps, I would rank them as ties right below that because they don't really come close to as good as DJ Pro AI. But with that being said, they are amazing apps and you could DJ professionally and get the real feel of DJing. And those other 2 apps would be DJ Mixer and Cross DJ. So I would say if you plan on DJing with the iPad, choose one of these and stick with it because there is a learning curve from each program to each program. So you might be upset if you keep switching. So I would recommend DJ Pro AI, DJ Mix, and Cross DJ. All right, now mistake number 2 for iPad DJs is just that, using the wrong iPad stand. Now, the difference between DJing with the iPad and DJing with a laptop is a laptop has a built-in stand. Basically, you just open the screen. But with the iPad, there is no way to DJ comfortably with it flat on the table like this. It's really hard to do. And there are so many different stands out there for iPads, like this one from the Dollar Tree. I got this one from Amazon, and neither of them will work and handle all the abuse that they get from DJing. So find a good stand and a good way of keeping your iPad available. This will make every single aspect of DJing much more fun and much more professional and better. Number 3 will be keeping your iPad charged. Now, that's another big difference between DJing with a laptop or another device than DJing with the iPad. The iPad is a much smaller device and has a much smaller battery, and that means it's going to have shorter battery length. So you're going to have to find a way to be able to DJ and keep your iPad charged, because if your iPad runs out of power, then so does your set. And then a lot of the smaller controllers, like this controller, the Newmark DJ To Touch, this controller is powered by your actual iPad, so it's going to use even more power. So there are so many different chargers available that will technically charge the iPad. Like this is an Apple certified one, this is 12 watts, and then this is one from either 7-Eleven or a gas station that'll probably ruin your iPads. So it's very important to get a high-quality charger. I would recommend using the chargers that come with the MacBook and MacBook Pro, the USB-C chargers. They go all the way up to 60, 80 watts, and the iPad is designed so it won't overcharge, so you could use as many watts as you want, so you might as well get enough power. And then test it out. Make sure that all your adapters, like this adapter, has a way of charging your iPad. So definitely experiment with different things, because you don't want to be at a gig and have no power hitting your iPad. It's not fun. Trust me, I've been there. All right, so now while we're talking about adapters, this is going to be mistake number 4. A lot of people don't realize that if you get a controller for the iPad, if you plan to DJ with it, you're not going to be able to plug it in right out of the box. It's probably going to be a regular USB socket, not a USB-C port. So you're going to need an adapter to be able to plug a controller into your iPad. And if you get a cheap one, if you get one that doesn't charge the iPad, like I said previously, then it's going to make DJing with the iPad a lot more difficult. If you get a good quality one of these, then every aspect of connecting stuff to your iPad, whether it's external storage devices or multiple controllers or anything. With a good adapter, you could basically plug anything into your iPad. And then number 5 is going to be music. You should have a plan on how you're going to get your DJ music when you plan to DJ. And with the iPad, having a lot less storage than most laptops, I would suggest that most iPad DJs are going to go with DJing with a streaming service. So just keep in mind that these streaming services, you're going to have to pay for the monthly expense of the streaming service, plus the expense of the app, which could be a little bit expensive, nothing crazy, but what you get is an amazing app to DJ with, and then you get millions and millions and basically every song you could think of. So I think it's personally worth it, but that's up to you to choose. So thanks for watching. I made all these mistakes when I first started DJing with the iPad, and I hope you guys could avoid the trouble. So thanks for watching.